Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Hope you're having an awesome week so far. We're about halfway into this week today. And I've got two thoughts to share with you this morning. One is from Jiddu Krishnamurti and the other one is from the Dalai Lama. Just before we get into that, hey Leanne, a very good morning to you. It's good to see you. Just before I start reading that, the reminder is to get yourself ready to float away into this journey with us. Take a moment to pay some attention to your breathing. Breathe in through your nose if you can. Bring the air all the way into your belly. Just imagine that you could fill up a balloon inside your belly as you inhale, and have that balloon deflate as you exhale. And in just a few minutes, you'll be ready to float away with us. The first thought today comes from Jiddu Krishnamurti. He says, meditation is to be aware of every thought and of every feeling, never to say it is right or wrong, but just to watch it and move with it. In that watching, you begin to understand the whole movement of thought and feeling. And out of this awareness comes silence. Silence put together by thoughts is stagnation. He's saying you can't think your way into silence. Silence put together by thought is stagnation. It is dead. But the silence that comes when thought has understood its own beginning, the nature of itself, understood how all thought is never free but always old, this silence is meditation, in which the meditator is entirely absent, for the mind has emptied itself of the past. Ilza, very good morning. Estelle, good morning. Sunmari, good morning. Awesome seeing every one of you today. So this is quite a mouthful by Krishnamurti, and I'll probably just read it again in a moment. And he makes 3 points in a really poetic way. He says, we'll never be without thought. Trying not to have thought is futile. But there is a place from where we can observe our own thoughts with awareness and see where these thoughts come from, how it is that these thoughts were created, and that mostly our thoughts are stuck in the past. Maggie, good morning. Linda, good morning. Pat, good morning. Awesome seeing you all. And the other point he tries to make is becoming the observer of your thoughts in this kind of awareness that brings with it a silence, and it sets us free from being controlled by our thoughts and our feelings. So I'll read it one more time. I really love this piece. I hope you can follow. It's quite a mouthful and I'm trying to read through it quickly. This is from Jiddu Krishnamurti. He says, meditation is to be aware of every thought and of every feeling, never to say it is right or wrong, but just to watch it and move with it. Now it's in that watching that the magic is. He says, in that watching, you begin to understand the whole movement of thought and feeling. And out of this awareness comes silence. Silence put together by thoughts. This is stagnation, it is dead. But silence that comes when thought has understood its own beginning, when thought has understood the nature of itself, understood how all thought is never free but always old. This silence is meditation, in which the meditator is entirely absent, for the mind has emptied itself of the past. Beautiful words, really poetic. How do we get to this place where we're able to drop into this kind of silence, where we are able to be the observer, take a step back from our thoughts, look at our thoughts without being involved with the thoughts, and keep looking until we have an understanding? It always starts with breath. It always starts with our breathing. The Dalai Lama says that the great advantage of choosing one's breath as the object of mindfulness training is that breathing is an instinctive and effortless activity, something which we do as long as we are alive. So there is no need to strive hard to find the object of this practice. And Unlike any of our other devices, its battery never is empty. Right, our meditation today is called I Am the Mountain. And it's a little bit of a journey in which we use our breath to get ourselves to a place where we're able to take a step back and see. Sorry, I just want to check Estelle's comments. This quote will be in this morning's email, but just to make it clear again, I'll mention the names. The first quote is by Jiddu Krishnamurti, and the second quote is by the Dalai Lama. And yes, these will be in today's email when it goes out. Have an understanding that our thoughts are always old. It comes from being stuck in the past. It's not bad. We don't have to push back against thoughts. We simply have to find a space from where we can watch thoughts. And then we'll come to this understanding of ourselves. Let's get into I Am the Mountain. If you are ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away on today's journey together. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. A deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. A deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue with the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. As you breathe in, as you fill your belly with air, also raise yourself up. Make yourself a little bit taller. And once you've reached your full height, then again let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, inhaling all the way up, exhaling all the way down. Just imagine for a moment sitting like a mountain. experience sitting like a mountain, if you could be this mountain, what are all of the things that you will have seen come and also go? Would it be easier with the wisdom of a mountain to have a better understanding of what is important and what is not? If you were able to witness humans scurry around their busy lives, would you be able to tell them what are the things to really pay attention to and what is just hurrying to nothing? Your soul is like this. Your soul does hold the wisdom of the ages. Just like your mountain, it has seen it all come, and it has seen most of it go. We can, in fact, find that space within us, sitting like a mountain. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into the rest of the meditation. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles in big half circles forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slower circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, you can focus on your spine. So you can tilt your head to the left while you tilt your hips to the right, and switch, curving your spine into an S from your head down to your tailbone. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help to settle down. Having softened into presence as much as we can. We can turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, invite softness into every part of your body. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your shoulders falling. Feel your body softening. Feel how you are slipping deeper and deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in through your nose, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon in your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but only for as long as it's easy. And follow it with a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, remind yourself of your mountain and what it feels like to sit as your mountain. Take your next big breath. it is useful to do a bit of a visualization of your mountain. The more you're able to visualize the pictures of what's happening on your mountain, the lower your brain waves are, and the bigger the change to your nervous system. So we'll start out being very playful and explore this mountain. See as much of it as you can. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see the whole picture. See your mountain from top to bottom. Take your next big breath. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, specifically, take a look at the vegetation of your mountain. What are the plants that grow on your mountain? See if you can look at some of them with some detail. Can you get all the way into the detail on the leaves? Take your next big breath. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take a look at the animals on your mountain. Find them and see if you can zoom into some of the detail. Can you have a closer look at the hair? Take your next big breath. next big breath as you dive deep into you. We'll take a look at the birds on your mountain. Find them and again zoom into at least one of them. And see in your mind detail of coloring or feather or eye. Take your next big breath. Then sit again as your mountain. Feel the presence of this place. Take your next big breath. What does it feel like to your mountain to be sitting in the sunlight, to feel its surface warmed by the rays of the sun? How does your mountain feel? Take your next big breath. And if clouds roll in and the sunlight disappears and it starts to rain, how does your mountain feel about this change in weather? Feeling drops accumulate on its surface, turning into rivulets, turning into streams. How does your mountain feel about this change in weather? Take your next big breath. And if the sun goes down and rain turns into a storm with wind and water lashing the surface of your mountain, if it's dark all around except for flashes of lightning and the sound of thunder, how does your mountain feel about sitting in the middle of the storm? Take your next big breath. And of course, we have learned by now that no storm lasts forever. A new day always breaks again. The first rays of sunlight touching the tip of your mountain. How does your mountain feel about this fresh new day? How does your mountain feel about the first rays of sunlight caressing its face? Take your next big breath. Take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness in. As you breathe out, invite softness into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can just sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. There is an ever-changing landscape around us. In so many examples, the weather gets used as an example of all of the things around us we have no control over. We only have a choice in how we respond. The same is true for our inner world too. And this is what Krishnamurti's quote speaks about. As much as we can experience storms in the world around us, we can experience storms in our inner world too. And actually we have as little control over the thoughts and feelings that arise within us as we have with the world around us. But where our choice lies is in how we respond, even to the inner storm. I'll share Krishnamurti's quote with you again. Meditation is to be aware of every thought and of every feeling. Never to say that it is right or it is wrong, but just to watch it and move with it. In that watching, you begin to understand the whole movement of thought and feeling. And out of this awareness comes silence. Silence which is put together by thought, this is stagnation, this is dead. But the silence that comes when thought has understood its own beginning, when thought has understood the nature of itself, understood how all thought is never free but always old. This silence is meditation in which the meditator is entirely absent, for the mind has emptied itself of the past. By becoming comfortable in observing what is transient, if we start finding it easy to just watch, just look, just observe, we gain the wisdom of knowing what is transient, what comes and also goes. This is your mountain. This immovable space that doesn't come and go, that has always been your soul. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for finding my immovable space, my inner mountain that is not transient, but it is the space from where I can observe the things that flow in and also flow out. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for finding my mountain. Take a deep breath in. Thanks to you for coming to sit on your mountain along with the rest of us. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. It is normal and it is human to sometimes forget about that mountain. But if you look back, you'll see how you've always found your way back to it, because here you are. And if you notice all of the times that you found your way back to your mountain, then you can start putting some trust in you. You can start trusting that you will always find your way back to the best version of you, because you always have. Good morning, Vivian. It's good to see you. Thank you, Ilza. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, somebody. Have a beautiful day, everyone. See you soon. Thank you, Estelle. Ciao, ciao.